Hello, everyone. Hello. This is welcome. Hello, let me see who is on here. Hello, this is my first time here. What's up? What's going on, Anasi fam? This is my first time on YouTube Live. I thought I'd do something different. Hello, come on in. Welcome. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I am trying to get all of the mechanisms together here. So let me see. Hello. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to see. Am I supposed to see comments? I'm just trying to see. I guess. Please forgive my. All right. Well, we're just going to go with it. I thought I can like see, like comments and things of that nature. So let me see. All right. So hello, I am Rhonda Marshall. I am the owner, CEO, formulating chemist at Anasi Naturals. At Anasi, we bring clarity to confused curls. If you're confused about your curls, about what's going on with your curly hair journey, Anasi is the place for you. How do we do that? We do that through quality products, quality education, and quality service. Hello, we are debunking the myths uh, of curly textured hair. So that's what we're talking about today. We've been talking about it for quite some time, and we're just gonna kind of get into it. All right, so last week we talked about debunking the myths. We talked about the myths that are going on in the curly hair community. We talked about um, clarifying your hair, how apple cider vinegar does not clarify your hair. A lot of people go around and say, oh, apple cider vinegar that clarifies. That actually does not. You need a clarifying shampoo that will do that. We also talked about last week is oil hydrating. Of course, we said no, oils do not hydrate the hair. Actually, what oils do, they actually they do moisturize. They lock in the moisture, but they do not hydrate. They do not bring water to the hair. And of course, subscribe to our channel. This is our newbie for those of you we're getting into the YouTube. So subscribe, like, and comment. That's it. Subscribe, like, and comment. Please do that. All right. So here we go. So we're going to go into some myths. And of course, if you have some questions or anything, and I am trying to see where I can see the questions. Okay. And I am not seeing that. So, oh, wow. Okay. My computer is not plugged in. That would help out a lot. See, this is live, right? This is live streaming here. All right. There we go. So we got some power now. All right, cool. All right. Okay. All right. I am trying to see what we are working with here. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So here's a myth. So if you let me know, fact or fiction, here's a myth here. We're talking about, okay, that the pH of a product, the pH is not important when it comes to your products. So knowing the pH of a product really isn't important. Is that like fact or fiction? Well, is that fact or fiction? It is fiction. You do need to know the pH of your product in order for your hair to be healthy. That is essential. Our products are pH balanced. Of course, you can buy a pH meter for your house and just go around sticking it in. It's pretty cool to do that, but ultimately, you can trust that our products are pH balanced. But ultimately, you can ask the company, what's the pH of your products. But your hair is typically like between a 4.5 and a 5.5. That's ideal for your products, for your hair. pH, it goes from a scale from 1 to all the way up to 14, where 1 being really acidic and 14 being really basic. And we know like relaxers is like more of a higher pH, And we know like the hydrochloric acid that's like in your stomach, and things that really acids that burn will be more on the lower side. And either one of those can actually disintegrate your hair, be very, very damaging. And so water is typically between 7 and 8, depending upon what type of water you get, to typically be that. But your hair ideally likes to be more on the acidic side, which is 4.5 to 5.5. And that's where your cuticle is the healthiest. And so as you get higher and higher on the pH scale, your cuticle tends to lift. And so that's where you're, more so like clarifying shampoos and so forth, or more like Castile soap and things of that nature will have a higher pH. So your cuticle feel lifted. Sometimes your hair feel like kind of like you're like it's more of a, you're feeling it like, oh my goodness, it's rough. But when you have conditioners, you tend to like conditioners because conditioners are more conducive to your hair pH. Okay, so then the conditioners will be more so between that pH range of what I said, 4.5 to 5.5. Now, as you can see, knowing the pH is definitely crucial to your hair being healthy. Because if it's too high, of course, then your hair, you're going to experience breakage. Or even if it's way too low, you still will have breakage. So you want to make sure that it is in that ideal range. Now, shampoos will be higher because they're ideally going to lift the cuticle to get all of that, get all of the oils and build up and product off your hair. But that's why we use a conditioner after we shampoo, right? Because we want to make sure that we bring that pH to a level that our hair loves. Okay, so that's one of the myths. You should know the pH myth is, pH doesn't matter, but actuality, it really does matter. All right, here's another one. Okay, and I know a lot of you probably have heard of this one, whether if it's fact or fiction, and a lot of us do it, especially in in our African American community. You hear it a lot, but here it is. You must oil your scalp in order for it to be healthy, for your hair to be healthy. You have to oil your scalp, okay, in order for your hair to be healthy. Fact or fiction? Fact or fiction, you have to oil your scalp in order for your hair to be healthy. And that is technically fiction. Okay. I know we've heard it a lot, gotta oil your scalp, you get those oils. We have a hair and scalp elixir that you can massage your scalp, and it has peppermint, lavender, peppermint, tea tree, and rosemary in there to stimulate that scalp to help support hair growth, hair health. So you can do that, but it is like not essential. It's not like, oh my goodness, you have to do this, or your hair is not going to be the healthiest. That's not true. Actually, if you look in the, I got some research here in the journal here. It says that scientific journal says that it can make your scalp condition. Sometimes it can make it even worse, especially if you have dandruff and if you have itching, because sometimes the dandruff and the problems, it's more than just, let me put some oil on it. It can be yeast, it can be fungal, it can be, you need to clean, you need to wash your hair, instead of masking it with oil. It can actually make your situation worse. Okay. And it also can prevent effective treatment of dandruff, by actually blocking the scalp. So you want to make sure that your scalp is clean and healthy. Then you can put an oil on there. But if you have any type of scalp issues, it will cover it up and actually, cause for a blockage, and you won't be able to get the best out of your hair. Okay. So actually, tea tree oil is excellent for your scalp conditions because tea tree has antifungal properties. You don't want to put tea tree oil on your hair by itself. You do not want to do that. You have to use a carrier oil, such as you can use sunflower seed oil. You can, that's a lighter oil, avocado oil, some type of oil, olive oil. It has to be in a medium, and it's very small amount. Like, you don't need a lot, but it has to have a carrier with it because of its nature and its definitely very potent, and you don't want to put that on your scalp by itself. Okay. All right. So, and then I have two more, two more, and then we will yeah, two more. All right. So here's one. Here's one. And let's see if you can. I know we're gonna say. Okay, here we go. Cutting your hair will make it grow faster. I don't know if you've heard of that. Cutting your hair will make it grow faster. Cutting your hair will make it grow faster. Um, if you have heard of that, cutting your hair will make it grow faster. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it is not the case. Cutting your hair will make your hair grow faster. No, it won't. The thing that it will do is that it will help from split ends, because if you're not trimming your hair, you can have split ends, and that the split end can actually rise up, in your hair, and actually cause you to cut off more hair. So no, it will not make it grow faster. It actually, things that will help to stimulate your scalp to, to make your hair grow will be, where you're getting that blood flowing. There's exercise. Okay, exercise, health, and diet are crucial to healthy hair growth. Okay, so what you're putting in your body, vitamins, drinking your water, making sure that you are, you exercising, so you're getting that blood flow, getting that pumping, and that helps to get your hair to grow. And so also those things more so internally, you can put, there's like Rogaine, but that's more prescribed by dermatologists. To you can do it, put that, if you go to dermatologist, they prescribe it. But natural ways, exercise, making sure you're eating healthy, making sure also that you do use quality products that's going to help with hair growth. So yeah, trims are essential. That is not something that helps to that helps with your hair growth. But just because you cut your hair doesn't make it grow faster. Your hair grows at the rate in which it does. It just seems that way. Oh my goodness, I didn't cut all my hair off. Now my hair is full. I mean, that's just the natural thing. Your hair grows. And it has different rates, different phases, the anagen phase, different phases that your hair goes through. Resting phase, shedding phase, and growth phase. So the rate that your hair grows is the rate in which your hair grows. You're cutting your hair is not going to make it go faster. Just wanted to clarify that. All right. All right. And then we have one here. Okay. Here's a big one that I've even heard people are talking about, that this one. And because we're all reading, ingredients now, we're all looking at labels, making sure that things are healthy, making sure that it's good for our hair, making sure it doesn't have this or that, it's clean. So but here's one that I've heard, and I'm sure you've heard as well, is if you can't read the ingredients on a label, it is not good for your hair. Okay. So if you're reading the label and you can't pronounce it, it's a word you can't pronounce, then it can't possibly be good for your hair. Okay. Of course, that is fiction. Okay. There are tons of great ingredients, even water. Okay. Has its chemical name. It's pretty long. Okay. Um, what is it? Um, dihydrogen monoxide. Okay. So H2O. Okay. Um, Here we go. I done messed that up. Look, I didn't have to get my chemistry together. But that's one. But actually, I'm gonna give you one right here on our bottle that people look at. They're like, oh my goodness, that's a long word. Okay. And we call it BTMS, but it's benhentromonium methosulfate. Okay. A lot of people say, oh, but my goodness, that's a sulfate. You guys have sulfates. I didn't know you have sulfates in your products. No, that is actually an emulsifier, and it does have sulfate in the wording, but the sulfate you're talking sodium lauryl sulfate, one that's more of a cleaning agent you find, is the one that more so people always talk about, the drying sulfates. But benhentrionium methyl sulfate is actually, last week I kind of showed you guys, or a couple of weeks ago I showed you guys how it looked. It's actually like solid white pebbles, and you have to melt it down in order for oil and water to mix. And it does have certain cleaning properties, surfactant properties, but ultimately it gives your hair a great slip. It great slip. It makes oil and water mix together, and you'll see it in a lot of conditioners. Okay, a lot of conditioners will have that. And so, just because something is, you can't pronounce it, and a lot of things now, that especially that are coming out in different ingredients that are, being, whether they are synthetic, and that's a whole nother topic, doesn't mean that that's bad for you. And that's, a lot of people think that because, oh, something was, made in the lab, then it's not good for you. And that's definitely not true. We got even preservatives that people say, oh my goodness, that you have preservatives in your products. We don't want, preservatives. You need preservatives in order for that, for it to be, to combat, but to combat yeast, mold, bacteria, all kind of things in your products. So it's essential, and um, quote unquote natural preservatives. A lot of those have not been vetted and tested. And so you're kind of, playing Russian roulette in a sense with, as far as the efficacy of some of those, So and as far as the research and the longevity of that has not been through a long period of time. So some people even say like vitamin E or something can preserve or something like that. And you just have to be really careful and really mindful about the information you get, but also to make sure that your products have been vetted. Our products are EU compliant, so our products have been through testing, rigorous testing. The European Union is one of the gold star standard in the cosmetic industry, as far as for making sure that the products are top notch and are healthy, and the formulation is good for you. It went through toxicology. We actually are suppliers, so we went through extensive testing and review. So our products have been vetted and tested. So that is crucial, more so than you're saying, oh, this has this particular ingredient in it, I'm not going to use it. You have to make sure that those products can be healthy for you. Not only, thinking, okay, this is healthy for my hair, but healthy for you and your body as well. And so it's crucial that you understand that not everything that is, you're saying plant-based, this is, that it's automatically going to be healthy. Like, you just don't even think about it. Oh, okay, this is plant-based. This has all quote unquote natural ingredients. I can pronounce them. This must be good. That's not an accurate depiction or accurate analysis to make sure that a product is the best for you and your hair. Okay. So I wish I could see like questions or anything like that, but I don't. Those are the myths. We also have, I will be going live. Probably I'll more so every other Friday. We're going to try to see how this works out. But we're always, if you join our email list, make sure you sign up to our email list. Make sure that you, because we send out notifications, make sure text alerts so you can know what's going on with Anasi. You want to make sure you stay in the loop. We have some new things coming up the pipeline, and you just want to make sure that you're in the loop with us. So definitely make sure you do those things. And of course, as I told you, share. Share Anasi YouTube. We on all social platforms, at Anasi Naturals, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. Follow, like, subscribe, and here, subscribe, share our broadcast, and comment. We really love to have you. All right. So I'm so sorry, and I cannot see any comments or anything, but I'm going to sign off here, and we'll get it